Sorry about that. Greeting, commanders. I'm Commander Timelin, currently known as Peron, but my name changes on the go. So, I'm going to be doing the 400-ton LTD's run of the map that I prepared, or links in description. So I'm not gonna explain what this is about, just gonna do it. So, first, as always, get to the correct place to do this. I'm using my cutter, mining cutter, with 500 tons of cargo, give or take 512, I believe. For that I need 3 displacement launchers, surface missiles I mean, so yeah, scale that accordingly. And oh, we got lucky here, the hotspot is right in front of us, so let's get there. A lot of hotspots around here. Some of them are pretty interesting, some not so much, like this bromelite. Seriously, who minds that? Do you mind it? Let me know in the comments. So yeah, coming closer. I'm gonna cut my speed a little bit here. I'm gonna drop a little bit north from the hotspot. Make my life a little bit easier. I hope the clouds didn't respawn, since the last time I did this, that would make this run a little problematic. Right. All here, cool. There's the first roid I'm gonna mine right there. See, I've been here a couple times, obviously, but it's not that hard to get it done, right? Once you fly through, like, I don't know, 3 times, you should be pretty good to go. And I have a video with a detailed description how to find all these rocks in the description of this video, so you can just check that if you want. Alright, so here's our first deposit. And you want to mine as fast as possible to make this, you know, fast run, so have the chunks always shoot towards your cargo scoop and be as close as possible. This is obviously not that possible with fast rotating rocks, but this one's pretty solid, so, and it's a nice yield, so gonna be good, I think. Oh, I didn't drop enough collectors, damn. I forgot to restock on that. Well, too bad. I have 100, that's probably not gonna be enough. Alright, let's see. Can I do this with 100 limpets? Ah, that's a rookie mistake. So, you see, everybody does that. Gets to restock on limpets. I'll probably just go and jump real quick back to the base because, yeah, I just mined 1 deposit, which isn't that bad for the Maran, so I can still attempt that full run-ish. Alright, throw that. But, you know, it is what it is. So let me just do that real quick. Luckily, cutter is pretty fast, so, you know, I'm not losing time on leaving the mass log here. It's like a extended version of Loop of Shame. You know what I mean? Well, at least you get to see my career one more time, extra. Right. A little bit. Yeah, all the mighty preparation, huh? Let's do the expand, slip and burn. Let's have some fun.
07 Commander, welcome to our carrier.
Pick the correct moment to do this. You know, all the FA of pilots just don't look right now. Alright. That wasn't that great, but it did something for us.
Permission granted. A landing pad has been assigned to you.
Right now you will see my puny docking attempt. Ah, gee. I forgot how sluggish this is when it's fully loaded. Or not even fully loaded, I mean. Alright, so let me just offload these. You see, it was just one SSD and 24 tons. Not bad, huh?
Enjoy your stay with us.
So you can imagine how much that can give you. Alright, and now I'm going to buy the Olympus actually. So just pretend previous 10 minutes didn't happen, you know? Just, you know, for my benefit. That would be great, but you can say he sucks. He didn't buy limpets. I think 300 more than enough. It's definitely better to take more than less, but when I take 300 I usually dump a bunch. I might get pretty far with the 100 I had, but I wouldn't probably be able to do the whole thing, which is kind of point of this video, so what's not with me. Alright, so one more time.
You have now departed.
I usually turn off the analysis mode at this point, so my eye don't burn, because the orange is just too much. Really bright, isn't it? Right, let's not get too low. Right, attempt number 2. I accidentally fired a limpet down there. Typical. Alright. So, first one is already mined, so that's too bad for us, but it's just one deposit. Wouldn't be that hard to compensate for. Cool, let's mine the other one. I ran over my prospector. Hey. Yeah, that's the sluggish cutter here. Right. Yeah, my flying isn't spot on today. Sorry about that, but you know, better days and worse days. So the time was 21:45 when we dropped in here. So, hey, clock is ticking. As I mentioned before, get as close as you can and have them shoot towards the cargo scoop so the collectors have easy time going through all that. They will die soon enough. Right, one more. I should be done with this deposit. And you know, the number of how many you can pull is completely random. It varies from 3 to like 9, maybe 10. But there is like a global modifier that will change about how many like overall there are. So some instances are better, some are worse. Actually might have this stupid pirate here. I forgot to wait for them to check me. I don't have any weapons here, so this might actually turn into clusterfuck. I may have to run for a little bit. Would definitely screw up my attempt, but yeah. Some days you win, some days you lose. They are not coming closer, it seems. We'll be moving away from here pretty soon. Oh. That. Right, let's vector. Hopefully this should clear me from those signals. Might be just a minor, but who knows. I'm not gonna boost here for safety reasons, obviously. Pretty close. So this one is a limpet killer, so and it has 4 deposits, so I will be here for a little bit, I guess. Let's start maybe with this one. I'm trying to do the same thing, although here it's gonna be more problematic, so I'll definitely have a lot of clutter around in a little bit. And it also depends on the yield, but it looks pretty solid overall so far. Oh, it's that one. That happens every once in a while. Try to just really speed mine this guy. We need to really hit it, though.
Collector limit expired.
Damn.
Collector limit expired.
You know, they're starting to die. It's gonna get worse. But you know, that's why I have 300, so I can burn through them.
Collector limit expired.
Yeah, this is a big yield instance, it seems. Right, this one, I'm gonna leave them collect for a little bit. Maybe let the next one rotate into my way. Meanwhile, they will collect the stuff. So yeah, you can see it can get pretty cluttered in a little bit, especially if you just, you know, just shoot it and fly around randomly. That's not gonna work really good. At least not for speed mining. But I mean, everyone has this space. I should have missed this one. Sometimes it's just, you know, you're clearly off and it still registers, like right now. Sometimes you're clearly on and it just, you know, doesn't register anyway, so it's a little jumpy. Overall, it's rather, you know, forgiving. Not right now, but overall. Yeah. Let's just trade away. Let's see what's the yield on this one. Nice one. Also a top one. I think like 8 charges. It seems. And it keeps giving. Also, it's worth noting that these subsurface chunks aren't the same, you know, small ones as laser ones, but big ones as the deep core ones. So you need basically just like 2 for a ton of material, more or less 2, 3 maybe, depends, but something like that. Definitely not those like, I don't know, 6 or more laser mining. Because these are like 100%, I think, all of them. Alright, I think that's it. Let me just check in the contacts. Yeah, that's it. So let's finish collecting. And it was pretty smooth collecting so far. There isn't too much clutter around, so I can just continue on, basically. Let me just level out and go. Yeah, that way. It's a good idea to help the collectors, you know, to collect faster, so don't fly away from them too much if you can. Should I boost it? Ah, let's boost it. Right, so right now we're looking at already 100 tons, see, from 2 asteroids. This one should have 2 deposits, so it's gonna be pretty nice again. I mean, even the ones are worth mining, as you saw before.
Asteroid scan complete.
Right, that's too close. Too close. It's better. That was unfortunate. Again, pretty nice yield. I might not even get to do the full route. It goes like this, because I will be filled sooner. Fingers crossed on that. Last charge. Cool. Now where's the next one? Is this one? Oh. Water. I mean, Jesus, who mines water? In a galaxy full of water worlds. Why would you mine water? No idea. I mean, there are a couple of those like completely, mostly useless. I mean, you can use them for some missions, but then again, why would you do those missions, right? But if you do, let me know. Right, this ain't just one core charger. Gonna be done pretty quick. Cool. So let's get my bearings back because I think I'm upside down and stuff. It gets pretty easy to get confused around here, but they're still collecting. Okay, crashing into the asteroid doesn't help. I'm gonna afford more boosting here, so let's see if I crash into something. And so far so good. Waypoint. Right, this boost was probably unnecessary. Yeah, I don't like when this happens.
Collector limit
But
expired.
you know, that's Cutter's drawback. Otherwise, it's a beast. I like this ship really much.
Prospector limit engaged.
You see, with some rocks, I know where the deposits are,
Asteroid scan
which
complete.
says something about me, I guess. But I do have a life. Five charges, that's like average. Not bad, not great. Could be better. Definitely could be worse, so... Alright, it was without accident. It's cool. The next one is really close here, so you just let my collectors finish collecting. There are still two chunks. Oh, they're all okay. Not that far. Come on, guys. Losing daylight here. At least we can appreciate the view. Blast clouds and stuff. Yeah, it's a nice spot. Alright, come on, man. Just one more. Alright, definitely we're gonna lose here. I mean, the shields can take it, I don't know, but it's a bit sloppy, to say the least.
Prospector limit engaged.
There was one on the other side of the rock. I don't wanna go to context. Let's do this one first.
Asteroid scan complete.
This one is also sometimes a little bit hard on the collectors, especially because it does this weird trajectory over the edge of the asteroid. So sometimes they just, you know, fly against it and smash right into it. Poor collectors, they cannot do reverse. It's a little bit stupid if you think about it. Like this one was the lowest deal possible, just 3 charges. So, eh. It's always a little disappointing. Right, I'm not going too fast here because I still want my guys to catch up with collecting. Yeah, this hill is better. It would be even better if I didn't miss any shots, but that's not gonna happen now.
Collector limit expired.
Sometimes these bumps in speed are very tricky.
Collector limit expired.
Oh, forgot to toggle the collectors here. 2 more.
Collector limit expired. Collector limit expired.
Right, that's it. So now let's finish the clutter. And it's not too bad. Could be worse. And my rotation is actually pretty cool. It's solid. Flying over there now, so... Straight lines, huh?
Collector limit expired.
Okay, that was pretty low, but finally on the way for the next asteroid. As I said, straight line, so straight line over there. And that's a benefit of knowing the way around here. But I mean, if you ever do this route and find some asteroids that are not in the map, just let me know. I have few that I didn't put in, but those are like far out, over 70 kilometers or something like that, and it's just 1 or 2. It's interesting how like it's distributed just like that, you know? You would think that the goodies will be more like distributed evenly, more in the random pattern, but it's actually some sort of, you know, more elaborate function, I guess. Alright, there you are.
Asteroid scan complete.
All of the great is stealed. Just 4 charges. Well, it's still something.
Collector limit expired.
3 charges it is. So they are dying here. Yeah, that's you see why, because that's where the chunks shoot. And as the collectors go on approach, they just, you know, smack into the right. This is really stupid, but that's what they do all the fucking time. Unless it's pushed away, or sometimes pushed into the asteroid, which in which case you cannot collect it. You just have to go away. Last chunk is on its way. They're losing daylight collectors, by the way. I think I can do boost. It's 10 kilometers, 9 maybe, so I should be at a reasonable speed with time. Yeah, this is also like one deposit. Next one as well. This also doesn't like the limpads too much, so let's see how this turns out.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Okay.
Asteroid scan complete.
Should be running out of the displacement rockets soon on this hard point.
Collector limpet
I
expired.
mentioned before I need 3 for this. And you see where these chunks are going. It's like mass murder. So what you want to do in these instances, you actually want to keep mining and stop spamming the collectors and wait for the chunks to distance from the asteroid a little bit. Which means more clutter, which means slower collection, but that's basically the only thing you can do, because otherwise they will just keep dying. You're not getting anywhere. Get a little closer to this bunch of collectors, because poor guys are pretty slow, and there's still one chunk left right there. I'll go for it. Maybe
Collector
2
limpet
chunks.
expired.
Still 9 rockets left. That's the first asteroid that I had to sort of count out. Otherwise I would probably be empty by now. Should still be enough for this last deposit right here.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Obviously I don't
Asteroid
really
scan
need the map
complete.
anymore, because I've been doing this for quite a while. Not a bad yield, just halfway through. I think it's 12% one. You can tell how big the yield is by the number, the hull of the deposit drops by when you blow it. I mean, hull sounds weird, but I don't know how hit points or hull points, hard points. I don't know. The percentage, in short. So you see the last number is 11, so it's been dropping by 11% every charge. So that means like 9 charges in total.
Collector limpet expired.
Alright, let's finish collecting here. I want to actually swap the hard point already,
Collector limpet
because
expired.
why not? Okay, let's get our bearings. I think I'm actually turned wrong way here. Yeah, I'll go that way now.
Collector limpet expired.
There's probably some stuck chunk because they are just dying on it. I'm trying to get closer to it.
Collector limpet expired.
Yeah, this happens time to time. The unfortunate level of clutter. we're almost done here, so... Oh, I'm actually hitting another rock from behind. Alright, come on guys, come on. Right, cool. So, now we wanna go, not that way actually, but that way. Almost lost my bearings here, that would be unfortunate. I can enjoy the scenery. I mean, it's just a ring, but they're still pretty, aren't they? Alright, let me be a little careful here not to hit anything. So next victim right there. I'm probably not gonna boost it. Cruise speed of the cutter isn't the highest, to be honest, but it's still okay.
Prospector limit engaged.
Right, 2 deposits right here. Not that
Asteroid
one I
scan
get water.
complete.
Who minds that, right? I don't think I ever minded. Like, ever. And I've minded a lot.
Collector limit expired. Collector limit expired.
I think this is also the case of, yeah, you can see that how they are hitting the rock, so I need to get a little further away. They're still dying, but when I get better, get a little away. Oh, okay. I wasn't paying attention to that.
Collector limit expired.
This is a low yielder. Gonna be just 3 charges overall for this, right? I mean, for this deposit. Alright. Finish up the collection.
Collector limit expired.
Still some collectors dying. Just, you know, the way of life. Collectors collect and die, and collect and die. It just keeps going. Alright, let's just get my bearings here.
Collector
Enter.
limit expired.
I think I'm aligned correctly, top to bottom wise. I'm not gonna lose my time with that last one stuck there.
Collector limit expired.
This one is a little tricky. You want to go to the one that looks like deep core and then turn right from that one, but I actually think I might have got it right the first time around here. Obviously deep core. I'm gonna use the contact tab for this one because
Prospector limit engaged.
sort of stuff.
Asteroid
By the way, we're
scan
half
complete.
time and we are 268 already, so I think we're pretty good with this 400 plus tons per hour. the yields were good, so it's partially because of that. You get some, you miss one, but you mostly get them. Is this, you know, stupid bump in the speed threw me off. So rotating a little,
Expired.
and a little bad way, but easy correction. Charge, and then there is another deposit to mine. Well, 2 missed. Would be worse. Would definitely be better. What can you do? Oh, okay. And this one, on the contrary, is super low yielder, just 3 charges and done. So you see, it's really random. It doesn't matter how you mine it. You just need to hit the, you know, narrow stripes, 1s and 2s. Occasionally 3s if there are not any like better ones. I haven't actually found any difference between stripe 1 and stripe 2 when subsurface mining. Just gives the same range of chunks up to like 5. I think 3 to 5. Mostly 4 or 5 though. Alright, so up and actually have to turn all the way around. A little bit more. You guessed it. Yeah, there it is. There's the knife point. This part is pretty plentiful. You will see we had 2, 2, now this one is also 2 deposits, and following is 2 and 3 in this area. So the next 2 following after this one are completely static, so they are also can be mined very fast. This one is a bitch though,
Spectre limpet engaged.
most of the time anyway.
Asteroid scan complete.
This is a good yield too. We can see like overall the instance is strong, you know, like most of these guys are like rather high yielders. Some instances it's the other way around, you know.
Cargo hold at maximum
I'm hitting
capacity.
full cargo hold. I like that sound when you mine, you know, cargo hold full means you're doing the things right. I think I can finish the mining before dumping the limpets. Still have some bins left. And now I don't, so perfect timing. I'm gonna dump, I don't know. You can see, I mean, if the yield is good and you're not losing too many limpets, you will dump a lot of them, but sometimes it's the other way around and you will just lose a lot of limpets, so, you know, they're super cheap. Take more than you need, always. That's the golden rule. You can always dump them, but synthesizing them for mining is just not viable at all. Don't recommend it doing. Alright, I was way over here, but it still got it, so thanks, algorithm. Yeah, again, rather high yielder, which is halfway through with this. I really might not even get to do the full run to the main route as shown in the map.
Collector limit expired.
Almost finished here. So,
Collector limit expired.
right, let's find the next spot. Actually, a little. I think light down. Let's just find a center. That's always the best way to do it. And yeah, I was upside down actually. Correct orientation. Oh, the leveling is very important. I could have got it completely wrong here. I didn't double check because sometimes it just looks, you know, the bottom side looks like the upper side. I think I can afford boosting here. Still some 20 minutes left for 1 hour mark. And we are at 340, so we're very safe when it comes to 400 tons per hour. We're gonna break that. It's neat, huh? By the way, if you are still debating the viability of this, I sold like 3,000 tons of LTDs just today in this spot from my carrier, so does, you know, attract people if you set like some normal margins. I sell the LTDs for 330-ish, which with the speed I can mine this, it's still some, I don't know, 150 million per hour, give or take. I mean, not every hour because you need 3 hours for this to respawn, but you know, we can throw some deep coring in it here and there. I'm also developing like alternate route to switch between this one and you know, the alternate one, so the respawn times are a little slower, not slower, I mean shorter, relatively speaking, of course. This here was not as what I expected. Let's hope for the next one. Let's see, these are this one and the next one almost completely static. It's always good for mining these. I like this part of the route. And this is a high yielder, nice. Again, a maximum capacity. I should probably try to mine the very first one. Okay, let's do it. Hey. Again, perfect timing. That's, I don't know, 30. I'm gonna be dumping more soon, but you know, I usually do it as a continuous process rather than dump too many and then miss them. Well, actually, I'm just, you know, slacking off here, but I should be leveling out and looking for the next asteroid, which is right there, so that wasn't too hard. Still have one more to go. Come on. I might be actually streaming and recording here in the same time. I'm not sure. I don't want to mess with the stream, so I'm gonna keep that. But if you have some frame per second drops, that's probably why. I mean, my computer is pretty beefy, but recording and streaming high resolution video at the same time, that might be a little taxing, even for that.
Collector limit expired. Prospector limit
So
engaged.
I will tune it up for next time. I'm very new to all this streaming stuff.
Asteroid scan
You can probably
complete.
tell. This one is free deposits, so I have high hopes for this one. And the first yield is also pretty good. One more, and be done with this deposit. It was just the first one out of 3.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Again, we are full. Bye bye, more limpets. Let's see, how big of a yield do you have? Also a big yielder. Wow, this is a beefy rock. There's a lot of free stripes though. I don't like to mine them unless I really have to. We'll be skipping them for now, but I think we will get to them. Okay, that was pretty lame. Sorry.
Collector limit expired.
Yeah. Let's see if there's something more behind this one. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna pull out these free stripers. I mean, free striper is also good. It spawns 3 to 4, so it's basically almost the same as the 2 striper. Like 4 stripers are really bad, they suck. But you know, 1-2s, obviously the choice, and 3s, you know, why not? But I wouldn't like focus on them. Right, should we have another one or yeah? Oh, okay. This is gonna probably be easier. Alright, let's see. This one is uber low yielder, so direct contrast to the other 2. Alright, still have like 15 minutes to 1 hour mark left, and we're already sitting over 400 tons, so yay, already broke it.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
And let's be a little more conservative at this point. Right, now is one of the longer trips. Just gonna keep boosting. Now, if by any chance you're actually watching this, you know, just leave a message in the comments. I should probably see it popping up. Would be cool. Never have that happen, so you know. There's first for everything. Getting closer. And there is the cloud that I'm looking for. Oh, there's 1 deposit in front of us, and the next one is 4-1 actually, for deposit rock. So I think we might be actually be done by that rock, which means 3 rock earlier before the end of the main route. And also considering I had to skip the first rock technically, this is pretty good run actually. Didn't expect that.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Find the deposit.
Asteroid
I don't
scan
like mining
complete.
this rock too much because that is also a little problematic chunk shooting, but you know. It is above average yield, so at least it's worth it, right?
Cargo hold at maximum
Hey,
capacity.
we have 70 tons left. With a little bit of luck, we could pull that out from the next asteroid. So, let's see. Fingers crossed, huh? Yeah, the frame rate isn't really great, I can tell. So, something for me to
Cargo
fix
hold
for
at
the next
maximum
stream,
capacity.
I suppose.
Prospector limpet engaged.
If someone doesn't delete me from the internet after this.
Asteroid scan complete.
Well, we will probably maybe not take the 70 tons because the very first deposit was a uber low yielder. Let's see about the other ones. Also a low yield, so actually might get a little further than I expected here.
Collector limpet expired. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Cargo hold at
Oh, that was
maximum
unfortunate.
capacity.
I think I bugged the cargo hold. It happens when you deploy the collectors and jettison limpets at the same time. But I got good
Cargo
this
hold
time.
at maximum capacity.
Didn't bug out. Maybe they fixed it. Used to happen a lot. This one is a high yielder at least. Or higher yielder.
Collector limit expired. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Cargo hold at
Let's
maximum
get
capacity.
back a little bit because this is danger close to the
Collector
asteroid,
limit
see?
expired.
They all died there.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Oh, give them a little more space.
Collector limit expired.
Maybe wait with deployment a little bit too. I kind of wish that Frontier fixed this, but in the same time, I kind of know it would mean reseeding the rings, which would render the map obsolete, so maybe not. But then again, it's gonna happen at some point. I was thinking about actually mapping Boran sometime. That would be kind of interesting. The triple overlap, if I remember correctly. So I think people found only one egg some 50 kilometers away from the center, which isn't that great because we have 3 eggs here. Alright, let me switch the hardpoint for the last one. So as I said, I need 3 for this.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Right, we still have some base to mine, so let's move for the next one. Will probably help the... Oh, okay. Trying to help the collectors, but this is sluggish. Always like when I switch between Clipper and Cutter, well, every time I go to Cutter I'm like, oh my god. But I still love this ship. Don't get me wrong, it's great. But sometimes it feels like it handles like T9, you know, except the speed, of course. Still need to jettison some more. And let's try boosting here. Hopefully it will be just enough. Might actually do the 500 tons in an hour. Still have 5 minutes left. Was the time we dropped into the ring.
Prospector limit engaged.
It's overshot a little more than I wanted to, but what can you do? Don't boost maybe next time? I don't know, I still go back and forth with boosting in these
Asteroid
parts
scan
here.
complete.
4 charges, not too great.
Collector limit expired.
Right, let's level out. And actually have to turn around again for the next and hopefully final rock. But it wasn't enough actually.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Actually, yeah. Right arm, see? I almost screwed it up. But that's the rock I want to get to. Come on, limpets. If you hurry up, you will get me those 500 tons per hour. Jesus Christ, where the fuck are you going? Right, that's the next truck. I'll to preemptively dump some of the, let's say 12. Get me rolling. There's some problem with this. This is like first time there's some music in the background. It's the one thing I don't get about Ellie. The music is great, but it plays like so seldom, you know. I could have this playing like continuously, but for some reason Frontier decided to bless us with their music design just every once in a while. It's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. I never knew the reason for it. Maybe they want us to enjoy the emptiness of cosmos. Who knows? I was actually thinking of downloading the soundtrack somewhere and just playing it in the background, or maybe like buying it.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
I think I can safely dump the rest. Hope for the best. Okay. I got bumped with another asteroid. I'm getting a little sloppy here, but you know, it's towards the end, so I think it's understandable. There should be one more somewhere. Methane. There it is. How far are we? Almost full. And we have over 500 tons at 22.35, which is our after we dropped in here. So, hey, 500 tons per hour every 3 hours for you, that is. So, you know, drop some other mining in there. It's especially, you know, helpful when you have a carrier. It's like a great way to mine because, you know, you can do this every once in a while and then do the other mining in the meantime. Or, you know, continue with the map or maybe other hotspot. That's what I've been doing, but not really consistently, so still work in progress. But it's probably happened at some point. Okay, I think we are completely full here. Yup. That's it. So, you can see, it's doable and it's pretty lucrative. So, I mean, if you want, do it too. I'm just gonna fly back to my carrier here and, you know, dock it for the day. Do the proper way. I mean, wow, the FPS drops are really terrible. Also myself, streaming and recording at the same time, not great. Might have another go at it, flip and burn, expand, smooth. I like to do it in a cutter, even though I usually screw it up. You know, we have to keep trying.
We welcome your business at this carrier, Commander. Please enjoy your stay with us.
That was actually not that bad. I mean, there are definitely better ways to do it, but we gotta have a little fun.
Access granted.
But these
Proceed
Monday
to your
things
allocated
every
path,
once in a
Commander.
while. Let's see if I land more like a person this time and not a complete dupe. Alright guys, that's it. Thanks for watching and, you know, stay safe.